Let me hear your top 10.
James, Jordan, Jabbar, Chamberlain, Russell. Magic, Bird, Duncan, Olajuwon, you.
So you put LeBron over Kobe?
I do.
Why is that?
I don't think Bryant did nothing better than Kobe except shoot free throws. Nothing.
That's your opinion. I totally disagree. I think Michael Jordan was perfection, right?
Right.
Who was the closest thing next to Mike?
But he wasn't that, though. He was a carbon copy of Jay, but he wasn't as good as Jay.
If you're the closest thing to perfection, what does that make you?
It makes you closer to perfection, only except this dude, with all of the stuff that he had to go through, how many times he could have folded, not only folded, how many times he came back better, just like you. How many times you could have folded when you were in the playoffs and you didn't do what you needed to do. You could have folded, only except you came back better, even more dominant, and basically shook the league. There's a generation of kids that don't know the NBA Finals without LeBron James. There are teams that are put together, like when you were running around, that were put together to stop you and you only. That was the same thing that's going on with James.
I don't know what it was about Kobe that made these dudes hate him so much. A bunch of them, I feel like, are Michael Jordan fans who felt like the throne was threatened. Most Kobe fans don't have a problem saying that Michael Jordan is better, as much as we hate to say it. We're not delusional in our comparison. We understand that there's MJ, and he is the pinnacle. Kobe understood that, but for some reason, LeBron and his fans don't seem to grasp that concept, and it's amazing. And you know, a lot of the Jordan fanatics were Laker haters and Magic haters. People like myself who weren't necessarily Michael Jordan fans. We knew of Jordan. We saw what Jordan was capable of doing on the basketball court. We knew that he was special as far as his athletic ability, but he wasn't Magic. He wasn't a champion. And when Magic was dethroned by Michael Jordan, we had no choice but to surrender and accept and support the new crown king, Michael Jordan. We're not delusional, unlike LeBron fans, which really are just haters. They hate Magic, they hate the Lakers, they hate Kobe, they hate Jordan now. Even though they went for Jordan, Jordan was just the warm host that they can use to justify their hatred. Now it's LeBron. Do you notice that LeBron fans have no team? How could you? How could you have a team if you're a LeBron fan? Because LeBron has no team. LeBron has no loyalty or allegiance to any particular franchise. It's all about LeBron. Meanwhile, Kobe, Laker guy. Magic, Laker guy. Jordan, Bulls guy. LeBron, a LeBron guy. Kobe fans are Laker fans. Magic fans, Laker fans. Jordan fans are Bulls fans. And everybody, almost everybody, virtually everybody is a Jordan fan if you're a fan of greatness, if you're a fan of winning. And the only person who came close to that level of greatness is Kobe Bryant. The man said Kobe did nothing better than LeBron but shoot free throws. How about defense? Does he play defense? How about his ability to score in difficult situations when the game's on the line, when defended by multiple players, when it's virtually impossible to even get a shot up? He makes the shot. Almost on cue, like you expect Kobe to do the impossible, when meanwhile, the possible is usually not possible for LeBron when the game's on the line. Okay? We'll leave that there. Then he says that Kobe is a carbon copy of Michael Jordan, but not as good. Shaq then asks, or then states, that MJ equals perfection, correct? He agrees. And if Kobe is the closest thing to perfection, then what does that make Kobe? The man then goes on to say that LeBron's better because of his challenges as opposed to Kobe's path. Puts LeBron above Kobe and MJ because of the challenges of his path, which is another amazing thing to say for someone with any level of intelligence, because the path for LeBron was pretty paved from AAU on. From AAU, he went to a prestigious high school, a private school with a championship level program. He was even able to negotiate his friends being brought on the team from the AAU. LeBron James had already realized the power of his talent and leveraged it even in high school. Kobe didn't do that. Kobe had to go and play wherever his dad was living at the time, whether it was Italy or Barcelona or Philadelphia. Kobe had to get in where he fit in. He wasn't even raised in the United States. Michael Jordan, he was cut from his high school basketball team. Remember? But LeBron had all the challenges, according to this guy. Wow. Bryant didn't play defense better than LeBron. Bryant didn't score better than LeBron. Mid-range, 3-point, free throw. He gave us free throw. Okay, so we won't count that. You know what I think? Because LeBron averages more assists and rebounds than Kobe, people try and inflate the overall value of LeBron over Kobe due to those two stat lines. Yeah, I mean, if it was so valuable, why don't they equate to more titles? I'll wait. And I'll leave that there. Then he goes on to say how many times that LeBron could have folded and how many times he came back better, right? How many times he did fold. How many times did he fold? Let's see. He folded in 07 when he got swept his first trip to the NBA Finals, right? As a Cavalier on his first contract. He folded when he was beaten, I think for the third or fourth time, by the Boston Celtics in 2010. I want to say 5 games by the Boston Celtics, and he had the best record in the East at that time. They were the number 1 seed against the Boston Celtics, and he got whooped. And because of that, he folded. Not only did he folded and left the team and took his challenge to South Beach. So, yeah, that's folding. That's what he did when he could not beat the Boston Celtics. He didn't stay in there like Jordan when he couldn't beat the Boston Celtics or the Detroit Pistons and continued to compete until he got set task accomplished. That's what not folding looks like. It's crazy. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors in the LeBron debate that people want to hocus pocus you into believing that, look at this stat line. Look at this particular statistic. Doesn't that prove? No, it doesn't. We never started talking stats until we started talking LeBron. The average NBA fan doesn't need to know stats. We just need to watch we don't need to know the ticket sales or the record sales for Michael Jackson to know that he was the greatest. We just need to witness what he does when he does it. I don't need to know the numbers. It's not even the fans' business to know. If you want to, make that a bragging point or something to let me know that, how successful this person is, I mean, you can tell me, but it makes no difference. It doesn't make you better. If George Michael sold more records than Michael Jackson, it wouldn't make him better. It would make him a better entertainer or a better performer. It would just means that he made more money. Doesn't make you better, though. Is Floyd Mayweather better than Muhammad Ali? Floyd Mayweather hasn't lost, as far as we know. We know that Muhammad Ali has lost, but who's better? Once again, let's get back to that. He folded in 07 when he got swept. He folded in 2010 when he got put out the playoffs by the Celtics. He folded once he joined the Heat and made it to the finals against the Dallas Mavericks, only averaging 17 points a game. He folded, sir. Came back, beat OKC. Okay. I give you that. He beat OKC. Does that make him the greatest player of all times? I would think not. Then he came back and he beat the San Antonio Spurs. But did he beat them? Because I recall him checking out when the game was on the line, just like I said earlier. Whenever the game's, in the balance, your boy gets real small. And he checked out. And had it not been for Ray Allen, they don't win that finals. And I think everybody knows that. So they come back the next year against San Antonio and they get whooped. And he gets a straitjacket put on him by one Kawhi Leonard, who went on to win the MVP. Then he folded again and he left. Went back to the Cleveland Cavaliers to join Kyrie Irving. They added Kevin Love. Kevin Love was hurt, so was Kyrie Irving. And they get whooped by the Golden State Warriors. They get whooped, but nobody expected them to win. But it's at this time that he decides to look in the camera after getting whooped one of the games, or I want to say this is probably after the series was over, and look in the camera and proclaim himself as the greatest player in the world.
Do you feel a lot less pressure this finals run just because you are undermanned and you had some injuries as opposed to previous years?
Nah, I feel confident because I'm the best player in the world. That's simple.
And that was very weird to me, but I don't know. He decided that's something that needed to be said, so he said it. But he lost. So I guess that's him not folding. So there you go. If that's what not folding for LeBron looks like, we did witness him do that. Unlike when he got whooped by Dallas and he told all the fans that he's going to his life and everybody who has criticism from him can go back to their life, whatever that life is. Remember that?
Does it bother you that so many people are happy to see you fail?
Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, all the people that was rooting on me to fail, at the end of the day, they got to wake up tomorrow and have the same life that they had before they woke up today. They got the same personal problems that they had today. And I'm going to continue to live the way I want to live and continue to do the things that I want to do with me and my family and be happy with that. So, they can get a few days or a few months or whatever the case may be on being happy about not only myself, but the Miami Heat not accomplishing their goal. But, they got to get back to the real world at some point.
The greatest. If there was ever a time he didn't fold when he lost, it was when Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love were hurt, when he proclaimed himself the greatest player of the world, or in the world. Because he did stand in there and he did all he could to compete. I give him credit for that. He tried to make it look honest, but he was outmatched. So if there was ever a time that LeBron James didn't fold, I would say it was during those finals. But guess what? When they came back the next year, down 3-1 against the 73-9 Golden State Warriors, Kyrie Irving was the real MVP. When the game was tight and either team could get a basket, Kyrie Irving hit a dagger three that changed the whole climate of the arena. After that, LeBron then got the block that they always blow up from behind, the chase down block, and they went on to win that game and series. But he did just like he was doing in the 2011 finals against the Mavericks when he was on the Heat. He got to playing hot potato with the basketball. He didn't want to shoot, and Kyrie had to take it upon himself to do what needed to be done, and got it did. The next thing the man says is he said that there's a whole generation of fans who only know the NBA Finals and LeBron James. Like the two are synonymous. The NBA Finals automatically equals LeBron James for a whole demographic of fans, a whole generation of fans. And that, I guess that may be true. And there's a legion of basketball fanatics who witnessed, not like the Nike campaign for LeBron's predicted predetermined basketball legacy, but who witnessed real supremacy when it comes to basketball. And they know what it looks like. Unlike anything ever seen before nor after, and most likely will not be surpassed, only to be duplicated, more or less, for all intents and purposes, by one Kobe Bean Bryant. May God rest his soul. He also said the teams were built to stop LeBron. He told Shaq, Shaq, you know how teams were built to stop you? That's what's going on with LeBron right now. They're building teams to stop LeBron. Like teams were never built to stop Kobe. Like the LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Miami Heat, or the Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Boston Celtics. Yeah. It's not the same. But I get it, though. I get it. This is the way you get to express your hate and disguise it as love for LeBron James.
I feel confident because I'm the best player in the world. It's simple.